Hey Yankees fans, the energy around the team right now is absolutely electric, and there's so much to unpack as we take a closer look at where New York stands in the thick of the season. At this very moment, the Yankees find themselves in a solid wild card position, which is practically a guarantee that they will be in the mix for the first round of the postseason. The real question that everyone is buzzing about is what happens beyond that wild card matchup. How far can this team go once they make it through that initial hurdle? The American League East has been stacked with talent all season long, and every game feels like a battle with high stakes. Toronto sits at the top of the division right now, but the Yankees are not far behind, and the gap is still very much bridgeable. Meanwhile, Boston seems poised to clash with New York in a wild card series, potentially setting up a showdown that will test every ounce of the team's resolve. Looking at the standings and the numbers makes it clear just how competitive this race really is. The Blue Jays are statistically locked into the playoffs with almost no room for doubt, and the Yankees are right there behind them with a 99.8% chance to make it. The Red Sox, while still in contention, face longer odds, making it unlikely they will overtake the division leaders, sitting at just a 2.6% chance of clinching the top spot. For the Yankees, closing that gap with Toronto would require a strong stretch of wins, including some critical victories against the Blue Jays themselves. But even outside of those matchups, when looking at projections for the World Series, the Yankees continue to emerge as a top favorite in the American League. Their percentage chance to win the title remains higher than any other AL team, which is remarkable considering they are not currently leading their own division. Looking beyond the East, teams like the Astros and Mariners also show promising odds, but nothing quite matches the potential impact of New York if they can capitalize on their position and maintain momentum through the final stretch of the season. Recent performance has also been encouraging for the Yankees. In their last 10 games, they've posted 7 wins and 3 losses, a strong record compared to the Blue Jays' 5-5. That stretch of games has allowed New York to carve out a lead in the wild card standings over Boston, reclaiming the top spot and setting up the team to pursue bigger goals. Winning the division now has enormous strategic value. Securing the American League East title would grant the Yankees a first-round bye, which every team covets for the advantage it provides. Beyond that, it also helps avoid the risk of back-to-back divisional series, which can be grueling in the playoffs. Right now, the Yankees and Red Sox are on track to meet in the opening round if things hold. And should New York win that series, the path likely leads to Toronto, which will be another intense showdown after a 3-game wildcard scenario. It's a tense and complicated road, but for a team of the Yankees' caliber, it's far from impossible. One of the biggest questions going forward revolves around matchups and pitching strategy. Historically, the Yankees have struggled against the Red Sox, with a record of just 2 wins and 8 losses this season. This makes a potential 3-game series against Boston less than ideal, putting extra pressure on top pitchers like Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, and potentially Luis Healer or Cam Schlittler to perform at their absolute best. The goal is to handle Boston as efficiently as possible, advancing quickly to the next round while preserving energy and momentum for what comes after. Every decision, from pitching rotations to lineup adjustments, carries extra weight because the margin for error in the playoffs is so thin. In addition to team strategy, individual player health and positioning are critical considerations. Aaron Judge's recent elbow injury in July has cast a shadow over the Yankees lineup. His limited time in the outfield and cautious return have sparked discussions about whether it makes sense to keep him in right field or transition him to first base permanently. Comparisons to Bryce Harper's career adjustments after a UCL injury show that such a move can extend a player's effectiveness at the plate while minimizing long-term risk. Fans have debated the best course of action, weighing the value of Judge's arm against his extraordinary hitting ability. Preserving his bat is paramount, especially when combined with the challenges of fitting other key players like Giancarlo Stanton into the lineup. The Yankees face a balancing act between maximizing offensive output and managing defensive responsibilities, and moving Judge to first base could be the ideal compromise. Looking ahead, the outfield configuration could see some exciting developments. Retaining players like Cody Bellinger and integrating younger talent, such as Spencer Jones, could provide New York with a dynamic and versatile outfield, allowing Judge to focus on hitting while keeping other positions strong. Ben Rice's ability to catch further adds flexibility to the roster, which is crucial as the team navigates the high-pressure final stretch and potential playoff scenarios. Preserving Judge's bat while optimizing the lineup gives the Yankees an opportunity to maintain both offensive firepower and strategic depth, which is a key component for any team with World Series aspirations. Beyond positioning and strategy, the performance metrics underline just how phenomenal Judge has been this season. His numbers are staggering: a 7.5 WAR, 43 home runs, a batting average of 321, and an OPS of 1.0999, with an OPS plus of 202. Even as the season has progressed and fatigue inevitably sets in, Judge has consistently delivered elite-level production. Despite questions surrounding his elbow and the debates about his fielding, he remains the clear frontrunner for the American League MVP. His consistency at the plate and ability to influence the outcome of games on a nightly basis make him a central figure in the Yankees' bid for postseason glory. Every pitch he faces, every at-bat, carries significance not only for the individual award, but also for the team's overall trajectory. The combination of team positioning, individual player health, and strategic lineup choices creates a complex but exciting scenario for the Yankees. As they push through the remaining games of the season, every matchup takes on added importance. The interplay between pitching rotations, outfield alignment, and offensive production is a delicate puzzle that the coaching staff must navigate with precision. Each decision has ramifications for both immediate results and long-term postseason planning, making the final stretch of the season an electrifying period for fans and analysts alike. The stakes are high, the potential rewards are enormous, and the Yankees are positioned in a way that makes this closing chapter of the regular season as thrilling as any playoff series. Aaron Judge continues to be at the center of these strategic considerations. His return to the lineup after the elbow injury has brought both relief and cautious optimism, yet questions linger about how to best deploy his talents. Keeping him in the outfield carries inherent risks given the lingering concerns about his UCL, while moving him to first base provides a safeguard for his durability, ensuring that his extraordinary batting can be leveraged without jeopardizing the team's long-term prospects. The decision is far from trivial. Judge's presence at the plate remains one of the most influential factors in the Yankees' success, and preserving that offensive threat is critical as they navigate both divisional rivalries and potential postseason opponents. His performance against elite pitching throughout the season has consistently demonstrated that he can carry the lineup in crucial moments, making his health and positioning a matter of intense focus. Beyond Judge, the Yankees' pitching staff is a defining element of their success. Max Fried and Carlos Rodon anchor the rotation, providing stability and elite-level performance that gives the team a strong chance in every series. Depth in pitching is crucial, particularly in the playoffs, where the margin for error shrinks dramatically. Luis Healer and Cam Schlittler offer additional options, and their ability to step up in high-pressure situations could prove decisive. The Yankees have demonstrated throughout the season that when their top pitchers are firing, the team's chances of advancing increase significantly. Strategic deployment of these arms, combined with careful management of workloads, allows the Yankees to sustain a competitive edge, especially in tightly contested games where every pitch matters. Matchups against the Red Sox have been particularly challenging this season. With a record of just 2 wins and 8 losses against Boston, New York faces a steep uphill battle if they encounter their rivals in a 3-game series. This history underscores the importance of preparation, execution, and careful management of pitching and lineup choices. Every at-bat carries added significance, as the Yankees cannot afford to squander opportunities against a team that has historically had their number. Yet, this adversity also presents a chance for redemption. A strong showing against Boston would not only secure advancement, but also provide a psychological boost, reinforcing the team's resilience and ability to perform under pressure. The narrative of rivalry adds a dramatic edge to the postseason, and the Yankees must harness both talent and strategy to overcome the historical challenges posed by their divisional opponents. On the offensive side, the Yankees possess an array of options beyond Judge. Giancarlo Stanton remains a formidable force, and finding the right configuration in the lineup is a delicate balancing act. With Judge potentially at first base, Stanton's role and placement in the batting order becomes central to maintaining offensive production. Meanwhile, younger players like Cody Bellinger and Spencer Jones add dynamic possibilities in the outfield, blending youth and experience to create a versatile and adaptable roster. The combination of elite veterans and rising talent allows the Yankees to maintain a high level of performance across all facets of the game. Whether it's sustaining pressure on opposing pitchers, executing strategic base running, or providing defensive reliability in the field. Each decision, from batting order to defensive positioning, carries ripple effects that impact both immediate results and long-term postseason potential. Catcher Ben Rice adds yet another layer of flexibility. His ability to handle pitchers effectively and contribute offensively allows the coaching staff to make adjustments that might otherwise be impossible. With Rice behind the plate, the Yankees can experiment with rotations, rest key players, or strategically position others to optimize performance. The interplay between offense, defense, and pitching depth defines the team's strategy as they push toward the final stretch of the regular season and beyond. Preserving the health of star players while maximizing production is an ongoing challenge, but it's one the Yankees are uniquely equipped to handle given their talent and organizational depth. Looking at the broader playoff picture, the Yankees are in a prime position to capitalize on their wild card berth or potentially capture the division title. The implications of winning the American League East are significant. A first-round bye, avoidance of back-to-back divisional series, and a clearer path to the later stages of the postseason. The stakes are enormous, and every decision carries heightened importance. Each series, each matchup, and each at-bat must be considered not just in isolation, but as part of a larger strategic plan. This is where the team's experience, depth, and resilience become critical factors, as they have the potential to turn high-pressure situations into opportunities to assert dominance and set the tone for the rest of the playoffs. Aaron Judge's ongoing MVP campaign further adds intrigue. Despite the challenges with his elbow and the debates surrounding his fielding, his production at the plate remains elite. 43 home runs, a batting average over 320, and an OPS above 1.09 reflect a player operating at the absolute peak of his abilities. His presence alone can shift the dynamics of any game, forcing opposing pitchers to adjust and creating opportunities for teammates to capitalize. The strategic value of Judge extends beyond his individual numbers. His impact shapes how opponents approach each inning, influencing pitching decisions, defensive alignments, and the overall flow of the game. For a team chasing a World Series run, having a player of Judge's caliber in peak form is nothing short of transformative. As the season nears its conclusion, every element, the pitching rotation, lineup configuration, player health, and individual performance, intertwines into a complex web of strategy and execution. The Yankees are navigating this intricate landscape with both ambition and caution, balancing the desire for immediate results with the need to preserve their stars for the postseason. The path forward is filled with high-stakes matchups, potential series-defining moments, and opportunities to cement legacies. Fans and analysts alike are watching closely, fully aware that each game carries consequences that ripple through the standings and influence the team's playoff positioning. In this charged environment, the Yankees' blend of veteran experience, youthful talent, and elite-level production positions them as one of the most formidable teams in the league, capable of turning every challenge into an opportunity to push deeper into October and beyond. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has left the baseball world buzzing, Derek Jeter, the legendary New York Yankees shortstop, appears poised to make one of the most shocking comebacks in sports history. After years of retirement, during which Jeter carefully cultivated his post-playing career, whispers are circulating that the iconic number may second once again don the Yankees pinstripes. Sources close to the team suggest that talks are already underway, though nothing has been officially confirmed, fueling a frenzy of speculation among fans and analysts alike. Jeter, known for his poise under pressure and clutch performances in the postseason, retired as one of the most celebrated figures in Major League Baseball history. His career was marked by 5 World Series championships, 14 All-Star selections, and a reputation as a consummate professional whose leadership defined an era of Yankees baseball. Now, the tantalizing possibility of a return has ignited debates across sports networks and social media platforms. Could a 50-year-old Jeter realistically compete at the highest level, or is this a symbolic gesture aimed at energizing a struggling roster and an impatient fan base? The rumor mill suggests that Yankees management sees potential in bringing back a veteran presence, someone who could inspire a locker room hungry for a championship. Meanwhile, critics argue that this is nothing more than a publicity stunt, a clever ploy to sell tickets and merchandise. Yet, fans are already imagining the scene at Yankee Stadium. Jeter stepping onto the field once again, the roar of the crowd reaching a fever pitch, and history coming alive in a way that only he can deliver. Insiders hint that Jeter himself has been contemplating the emotional pull of returning to the diamond, weighing his love for the game against the physical demands of Major League Baseball. Even the suggestion of a comeback has sparked a wave of nostalgia, with highlights of his greatest plays flooding social media and fans reminiscing about the days when Captain Clutch seemed invincible. Whether this daring move will come to fruition remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The mere idea of Derek Jeter returning to the Yankees has already become the hottest conversation in sports, a story that could redefine the boundaries of retirement, legacy, and the enduring magic of baseball. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.